there seems to be, I don't know if it's unconsciousness or just space without memory. I notice, obviously, the mind is a lot quieter now. But there seems to be times when I realize after that there's been some unconsciousness. I don't know if this is like slipping back into being hypnotized, you know, by the mind or in stories or something, but there's nothing that comes forward.
Yes. The natural state of being is not always carrying some message. The natural state of being does not have to be plugged into some intention or some message. It's not even inquiring. It's like pure silence. But there's no one being silent. And all states can make their momentary appearances in that. So if there is a lapse of time that passes unaccounted for, it does not mean that you are caught up in some vacuum. Understand that all of these, they play in that expanse, they come. Gradually there will be a recognition of an unbroken current of non-objective seeing. It's like the eyes are open, there's a panoramic field of viewing, but you're not landing on any object particularly. It's not a technique, you're just finding it so. And each thing that comes into view, it comes into focus spontaneously, automatically. Interactions are happening automatically. Actions and reactions, interactions, they are taking place automatically. Perception also is functioning automatically in the presence of that. And one is left with the sense, there's nothing really that I am doing actually. Yet activities are taking place. But the feeling that there's an I who is doing intentionally, this middle person, it's not needed. It's not there. It's pure invention, you see. Still, in the world, so to speak, that language still persists. I have to do this, I'm a bit late for work, I must do this. All this language is there. But it is more superficial now in its role. Functioning of manifestation is taking place. The role of a parent, or if you're working with people, that will continue. But it is as though it's as though the universe is behaving through this body. Not a private driver. This is a sense you will have. Even some actions you will come to see clearly. That's almost, it's like an environmental action. Different things come together to make it come about. You know, it's not what is that will change. Even in the play of existence, not what is that will change, but your seeing of it. Presently, we are blinded because we are so focused on our projections that you miss the miracle that is taking place. What is happening here is somehow you're coming back to your right seeing, to see with the eyes of God. And what you will see is everything is unfolding to some natural harmony. It has always been here. It has always been here. It's just now you're inside the game of seeing. Before you were in another game of projecting. And when you project, you're projecting, and so you are missing so much. Because it is being driven by personal intention, The motivation is for personal gain or personal benefit. But now there's just seeing, and it functions very differently. Even sometimes the most subtle you will notice, and the grosser movement you will not notice. Not by intentional selection, but simply because of the behavior of the beingness. This now belongs to the beingness. It will use this body to exhibit its own power. It is not coming from the past, not from old schooling. It's entirely fresh. It sees in ways that most don't look. You notice simple things, subtle things. You'll see the effect of the presence, how it unites and brings things together effortlessly. And that will be the miracle of your seeing. But it's always here. The miracle is always here. The miracle of existence is always here. But now your eyes are open to it.
So if there's no dialogue, no talking, I mean, I notice when that is happening, but if there's no talking, so to completely dissolve into that is just absolutely nothing. Like,
What do you mean if there's no talking?
like just this unconsciousness, I don't understand. It's, you know, like you could say you could start at unconsciousness, and then move to conscious unconsciousness, and then move into unconscious consciousness. Is the ultimate conscious consciousness or completely unconscious consciousness? Like deep sleep, is it completely, you
Yes.
know?
What is important is that the sense of yourself as the deciding factor is thinning away. Now there's a sense of conscious presence that is there. And through the eyes of this conscious presence, the existence is tasted in a uniquely different way. There's no attachment, there's no need to push for, or to speculate, or to bring things about based upon a personal projection. One moves in this. The different states, they are occurring by themselves. There's no concern for this even. They're not deeply meaningful. Nevertheless, if conversation takes place, and there is meant to be some exchange about these things, that also will occur spontaneously. Not saved up knowledge. So don't, I have my feeling if I've understood you right, don't worry about it. Yes.